Okay guys, we've got a bunch of products here at 1STMAN. We've got our men's lifestyle supplement, which is everything that a man needs on a daily basis. We've got our natural diuretic supplement, Defined, which allows you to get an angular face, removes all the water, especially good for summer. We've got our Male Advantage book, which is a paperback. You can order this, or you can get this in audiobook format or ebook format. We've got our Better Looking Man course, which I'll bring up pictures on screen now. And we've got my personal diet plan and fitness plan in ebook format. On top of this, guys, we've got a body wash coming out soon, part of the testosterone friendly range. We've got men's boxers and a whole clothing line coming out soon. A whole bunch of products, but for now, let's get back to the video that you actually wanted to watch. Okay guys, welcome back to a much quicker video. This video I'm talking about a quote that I saw, which was, and I saw this years ago and I never really figured it out till I got older, okay, which is most of this like online success guru bullshit that you always see. And the quote is, I think you guys have probably all seen it, but the quote is, going to the gym for 1 hour per day is only 4% of your day. Okay, statistically, yeah. You know, if you're going to do it as a percentage, yeah, I guess you're right. But that's so stupid. It's so fucking stupid. And I'll tell you why. Because immediately extract 8 hours from that day because you're asleep. Okay, so that percentage is going to go up. I'm not going to be able to do the maths perfectly here. I probably should have like figured this out beforehand, but we'll try our best. But that's 8 hours. Then you end up traveling like basically 30 minutes a day on average. You end up eating for like an hour a day on average. Showering, house chores, all this other stuff. You know, just like getting ready, taking the bins out, all this stuff, right? It ends up adding up to like 12 hours of your day, okay? And then you're at work for about 8 hours of those days. That only leaves like 4, okay? That only leaves like 4 hours. So you think to yourself, 1 hour is more like 25% of your day. Okay, and that's on a good day. That's if nothing's popped up, there's no train delays and stuff like that, you're not stuck in traffic. That's a perfect day. So just going to the gym for 1 hour per day is actually 25% of your spare time. Okay, so that's, you know, that's still massively doable. Okay, so there's no reason to make an excuse there. But I've said to you guys multiple times, the way I was able to get in the best shape of my life was when I went full-time on 1STMAN and I was able to go to the gym and I didn't have to rush back for work. I was able to sleep 8 hours per night. I was able to, you know, cook my own meals at home. I was able to go to the gym and take 30 minutes longer if I needed it to work on that last muscle group because I had loads of energy left rather than, fuck, I better shoot off and go to work. I've only got like 10 minutes to get ready. You know, so it makes a massive difference. And I think there's a lot of like this success bollocks out there, like hustle and grind lifestyle is only 4% of your day. It's like, that couldn't be further from the truth. It's 25% of your remaining day. Do you know who's made that quote? It's some 16-year-old kid or 18-year-old kid who's created a TikTok or Instagram account and has been like, success is easy, you know, just got all hyped on a motivational video and been like, these fucking losers. I've been there, guys, you know, where you're like, anybody who's not a millionaire is a loser and you won't change your brain on it. You're like, no, he's a fucking loser. Anybody can be successful. It's easy. All you got to do, you know, if you divide 1 million by 8 and then you divide it by 4 and then you divide it by 2, it's very easy. You know, you see all these fucking calculations where like people do a quote, for example, in order to make 1 million a year, it's only like 8,000 per day. Divide that down, it's only, and they divide it down and it's like, yeah, but you're just forgetting so many other components. Like in a simplistic format, yeah, great, but you're just forgetting like, how are you even going to make that money in the first place? It's nice to throw a number out there, but it's like, how are you actually going to make that money? So it's the dumbest thing, right? But to extend on this video, this is also why, part 2, this is where I actually am going to hold you guys accountable. The first part is like, okay, there's a lot of shit out there. Don't feel too bad. Life is pretty crazy. It gets busy. Part 2 is, but you still need to pull your finger out, okay? And this is why, if you've only got like 4 hours on a good day, this is why you cannot be watching a movie. This is why you cannot be watching like Netflix or something like that, okay? If you watch something educational, if you're watching like a 1 hour crypto documentary on DeFi coins, you get some information from that, you make an investment, it makes you successful. Do you know what I mean? Fantastic. And this is something me and Hamza were discussing about the streaming platform. We were saying that at 5 p.m. on a Friday, the entertainment content becomes accessible. Like you can watch fun shit, you can relax a little bit. At like 9 p.m. on a Sunday, 10 p.m. on a Sunday, that shit gets locked up again. So in the week, it's only educational. It's only stuff that can help you. It's, you know, documentaries on stuff that can really open your eyes to the world and shit and whatever. And it is based pretty much on that formula that I just gave you. Because if you've only got 4 hours on a good day and you watch one movie, you might see 2.5, 3 hours gone there. Okay, you're only left with an hour. You know, you could potentially go to the gym, but you've got, you know, if you do go to the gym, you're going to cook more. You're going to eat more. You're going to have to wash up and clean up more. Like, there's more shit that you're going to have to do. Here's the other side of the coin. If you've got kids, if you've got a girlfriend, a missus, whatever. And this is why, guys, this is why I'm always promoting to you lot to try and stay single as long as possible, to stay away from women, to try not to have kids until you're like established in the world, until you've made serious money. Okay, and I'll give you an example. I love movies. Okay, I just told you not to watch movies. I can watch movies. How can you watch movies? That's really hypocritical. No, but I can watch movies because I'm at home all day. Okay, so I'm putting 12 hours into my business all day. I can then watch a movie at night. Whereas if you've been at your job and you're stuck in a cycle of, go to work, come home, I've got, you know, nothing's really working. Whereas if I've put in the same amount of hours as you, but it's gone into my business and it's paying me and I'm making 60,000 per month, I can watch a movie. Okay, but in the old days, but back in the day when I was on the come up, I didn't watch movies. I used to do it as like a treat on a Friday, or it was like a motivation on a Friday. Like if I'd worked Monday to Friday successfully and I'd done all the hours I was supposed to do, Friday night I would have a cheat meal and I'd watch a movie. It was like the one thing I looked forward to, and then I'd work all weekend and I just wouldn't go out and whatever. I sacrificed women, I sacrificed everything, okay? And that is why. That's why I promote two things. That's why I promote, number one, to stay single, be selfish, don't have kids early, and all that stuff that I promote to you guys. Don't get married, whatever. Because in the early days, you lack time, so the money is going to be your time. So whatever you save is like you either need one or the other. Both is perfect, but you either need one or the other. If you don't have time, use money, okay? Because money will give you time. It'll make that shit accessible. You could maybe even hire somebody to do something for you. There's your extra time. Do you see what I mean? The second component I promoted you guys for years, and I guys, one of my earliest videos, is weekends make you successful. Because if you do only have 4 hours per day with work and sleep and whatever to go to the gym or to work on a business or just get something done on a good day, because other shit might pop up, stuff might go wrong, you have to pop in the bank, you know, it takes like an hour and all this other shit. Well, then weekends are your best friends, because you've got an extra, you know, if we were taking work out of the equation and, you know, the travel and whatnot, you might be looking at like an extra 14 hours on the week. Sorry, I've added that up wrong. 16, 17, 18, 19, let's say 20 hours. Okay, you've got basically like an extra 20 hours of work time to be able to get shit done, to study stuff, to work on stuff and whatever. And if you said to your girlfriend or your kids, hey, I'm not going to see you this weekend, I'm going to focus 20 hours, my spare hours, on my business, close the door, see ya, have fun, bitches. It's just not plausible. Do you know what I mean? So this is why in the early days I so heavily promote. So we started off with a stupid quote, but when we break it down, it's like, yeah, fuck, it's actually really, really hard. It's really hard to get in shape. It's really hard to become successful. And that quote and me breaking down the actual hours that you do actually have spare highlights, number one, how important weekends are, and highlights, number two, how important it is to be selfish with your time. Because if you're only getting 4 hours every, you know, on a good day, 5 days per week, Monday to Friday, you've got to be using those 4 hours wisely. It can't be, babe, let's go and watch a movie. Like, it's very consistent that all the successful guys that reached a male advantage were very, very selfish and kind of lonely. Do you know what I mean? They were selfish and lonely in their 20s. You look at somebody like Bill Gates, for example, he barely left his room. Do you know what I mean? Myself, I dedicated like 9, I'm not on Bill Gates' level yet, but I dedicated like 9, 10 years just basically just sacrificing everything. You know, I had a relationship, and in the later years when I got really serious about business, I just kind of disregarded the woman. Do you know what I mean? No sex, barely spent any time with her. Like, baby, if you want a better life, then this is just necessary. This is what I'm going to have to do. I'm going to have to work weekends. So, okay, well, I'm going to go and see my friends. I was like, yeah, whatever. Like, you just can't really balance it. You can't really do both. And me breaking that down and breaking down the hours, it shows you that, like, both of those statements are so true. But one statement that isn't true, 1 hour in the gym is not 4% of your day. Okay, so, you know, treat everything with a pinch of salt. Okay, guys, because there's a lot of hustle and grind life bullshit, motivational crap out there to sell you courses. But at the same time, like, I'm on the side of logic. Okay, and when you actually break it down statistically, you know, like, men lie, women lie, but numbers don't lie. And that's where I base all of my logic on: experience, numbers, you know. And when you look at it, it's like those two things aren't lies. You're only getting like 4 hours on a good day, Monday to Friday. And then weekends, do you know what I mean? If you want to go out and get drunk, if you want to go and do something stupid with your time, it's like you're just going to regret it in the future, because you've got 2 days to make some shit happen right there. If you're not going to use them, guys, if you're not going to use them, that is collectively 20 hours per week where you're able, like, on a good day, that's what I'm saying. That's like best case scenario, 20 hours every single week with no energy because you've just come back from work, where you're able to, like, go to the gym, or where you're able to, like, work on your business or study something or whatnot. Yeah, you could do something with those hours potentially, but good fucking luck. Like, that's tough. That's really tough. I used to work as much as I could, sleep as little as I could in the week, and then on weekends I used to use every hour I could, right? And I'm 29 years old, and I've put myself in a fantastic position where life's amazing. I just don't think there's any other way around it. People will tell you lies and all this other shit, but I don't think there's any way around it. Now, I said it was a short video, so I'm going to end it there, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Okay, guys, we've got a bunch of products here at 1STMAN. We've got our men's lifestyle supplement, which is everything that a man needs on a daily basis. We've got our natural diuretic supplement, Defined, which allows you to get an angular face, removes all the water, especially good for summer. We've got our Male Advantage book, which is a paperback. You can order this, or you can get this in audiobook format or ebook format. We've got our Better Looking Man course, which I'll bring up pictures on screen now. And we've got my personal diet plan and fitness plan in ebook format.